Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite group, period. I'm Officer 500 Kananya coming out of UPK Milwaukee under Captain Debar Moth. You know what I'm saying? Pay your not camp fees, Passover fees, hotel fees. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your travel is good because the Lord's 56th annual Passover is about, I'd say it's about a month and a half away, a couple weeks. You only got a limited time to get your garments right, get your you know what I'm saying, where you're gonna be staying at, hotel, travel arrangements when you get there, your rental cars, or if you're gonna be carpooling with other brothers or other sisters. You know what I'm saying? You only got a month to get that together. You know what I'm saying? And before that, you got the Feast of Purim. I'm gonna get that date for y'all. The Feast of Purim is sometime in March. I think it's around the 12th of March. Feast of Purim, before the Lord's 56th annual Passover. Again, I am Officer Kananya. Yes, sir. Make sure my phone's on mute. That's funny. Okay, everything's on mute. Take a sip of this really fast because today's show is gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? The title is American systems do not benefit Israelites. We're gonna get into all of it. We're gonna get into it's gonna be a nice topic. It's gonna be a nice show today. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. One second. Salaki. So today's class is called American Systems Do Not Benefit Israelites. It's only here to either cause you money, put you behind bars, put you in some kind of jeopardy of you doing time or being seen in a negative light if you participate in any of it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like holidays, things of that nature. When you participate in celebrating holidays, that only gets you on the bad side of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It only because the Lord, the Bible says the Lord despise your feast days. And what happens on every holiday. You know what I'm saying? You either go out to dinner or you either cook a big feast. You know what I'm saying? Shalakia. But the Lord said he despised those days. But that's implemented in America's system today. You have people online talking about they're not, like, especially women, you know what I'm saying? It's women online saying they're not dating a man who don't celebrate these holidays. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you shouldn't be worried about how people look at you anyway. But when you don't celebrate these holidays, the people be asking you why and acting like it's just such a bad thing that you don't celebrate these holidays. Like, why? When you celebrate these holidays of America, when you participate in these systems of America, you know, the Black Fridays, the President's Day, Martin Luther King Day, when you participate in these holidays, you know what I'm saying, it's doing nothing for you, but everything for America. It's glorifying what America is all about. And what are 99.9% of holidays all about? Either we got briefed earlier about certain things we can't say. So what is America all about? I mean, what are these holidays all about? What are the origins of these holidays? Either some sexual deviancy, some bloodshed, pillaging, unaliving countless villages and mass. I was gonna say, I was almost caught it. And mass aliving of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be 4th of July, they celebrating their soldiers or whatever the case. I really don't know what the 4th of July is. What's the celebration of the 4th of July? Like, I hear on one hand it's the independence, or it's the time where America became independent or something like that. Then on another hand, I hear it's something that got to do with the soldiers returning from war or something like that. It's a bunch of confusion, but at the end of the day, being a soldier to America it has nothing to do with anything righteous. You know what I'm saying? Being a soldier for the Lord is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It is the most righteous thing on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Just being a part of America's army is not going to get you nothing. With a couple of dollars, it's going to pay your college. Then after that, you still could end up the same way, whether it be homeless. You could come back and have like a injury and get kicked out the army. Now you got your leg blown off for no reason, and you just in a wheelchair somewhere just because you wanted to go serve for the white man's army, or your eye blew out, or your arm tore off from messing with tanks, and you know what I'm saying, things that is big missiles and big calibers of ammo. Whatever the case may be, you still in jeopardy of coming back 50 times worse than when you went there. You went there thinking you're gonna go be all you can be, but you came back traumatized, having PTSD, on all kind of drugs. You may have a problem with sleeping, you know, because my cousin's husband was in the army for a long time. My uncles was in the army, and they have nightmares of what they did. Like, they wake up out of their sleep in cold sweats, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all ever had a nightmare? Y'all woke up like, oh my God. Well, that's every night for them. Like, they done participated in unaliving of a mass range of people just to satisfy what the white man's agenda. Do you know what I mean? For no good reason. Then they come back here and they all messed up in the mind, or they missing a limb, or they, you know what I'm saying, handicapped in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And they got nothing to show for it but some badges on your jacket, some a purple heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the honor in that? When you still can't, you know, it's programs out here for homeless veterans. You mean to tell me you done went to go fight for this country and they can't give you a lifetime supply of a home, at least, of transportation, at least? You just laid your life on the line in some foreign country somewhere. I'm talking about a place you've never been to. They send you over there to do a mass unaliving. Then you come back, you not honored how you should be honored. That's how do you know that system right there, the American Army, Navy, Air Force, whatever, Marines, any of that is not really honorable. Why? You could be chilling with the fam somewhere on vacation. You get that call, boom, you stationed off somewhere, and your family is left behind. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then you could be gone for months and years at a time, missing all your kids growing up or whatever the case may be, missing it all. Come back, your kids even barely even recognize you. And you all messed up in the head now. You can't even sleep because of the things you went through. Like, it's not worth it. You rather join the army of the Lord. You rather fight for the Lord because it's way more beneficial. The benefits to fighting for the Lord is going to be on your side. You're going to be in good graces with the Lord. That's above everything. You want to be in good graces with the Lord because the way the warfare he brings is totally different than the white man's war. The things that he can put you through is totally different from what the white man can put you through. You know what I'm saying? And then some people will be acting all proud, like, I've been in the army. Hey, did you know that you can go to jail for wearing a fake army? It's called what is it called? I think it's called stolen valor or something like that. If you wear a fake army suit and pretend that you was in the army, did you know that you can go to jail for that? Salaki. Did you know that you can go to jail for that? for acting just acting like you was in the army. If they catch you, do you know you can go to jail for that? Do you know once you in the army, you can't just quit? You can't just leave. It's like you being held hostage around here. You can't just leave once you in the army. You cannot just leave. You can't just say, man, I changed my mind. No. That's against the law. And that's what they call dishonorable. So you could face jail time for that. That's another system that Americans treat so highly. Like, they got a Veterans Day. They even got separate cemeteries they put these people in. Like, some of these people get special license plates. It's like special things, you know what I'm saying? Special immunities. You know what I'm saying? Which puts them above the people who's supposed to be on top, which is the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, according to the Bible. But that's just one system that's not for the Israelites. That's just one. Imagine how many systems. Well, just think about how many systems that they got in place to keep us either distracted, docile, uninformed, ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Entertained, even. Just the cell phone alone is a system that they keep you from thinking. They make your attention span from 10 minutes or from 20, 30 minutes to 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. That's a system that you have to, if you don't have nobody with a strong mind that can break you out of that system, then you're going to be forever lost in the system. The system of the internet, the system of the apps. You know what I'm saying? The system of social media. These are systems designed to keep you from learning about the law, statutes, and commandments, which is in the Bible. It's one of the reasons they created the cell phone, so you don't look in the Bible. Because if you ain't in the ISUPK, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, looking at this world like you should be trying to get out of this world. And that, when I say get out of this world, I don't mean like unalive yourself or nothing like that. I mean break away from their systems, the systems they got in place to hold us at a certain level. Break out of them systems. If you don't break out of them systems, then you're going to be ultimately consumed by these systems. You're going to be ultimately, what's the word I'm looking for? Ultimately you're gonna replace real life interaction with the system of social media. You know, Slocky, did you know? I'm pretty sure you know. Uh, like growing up, like like if you ain't have the player gene, then you don't want to say player gene. If you ain't have that, you know what I'm saying, that sauce about yourself, if you ain't have no non-shyness in you, like you wasn't talking to no women. They created an app where you don't even have to meet these women in real life. So that's even more throwing you off of human interaction with each other. So once you get around them, you done got the woman, right? You got the woman. Now you get around to going on a date with her or taking her out somewhere, or you know what I'm saying, just meeting somewhere and having a chat and a bite to eat. Now you acting all awkward because you don't know how to deal with women. You've been in the house all your life playing video games, eating Cheetos, and getting what you want. You ain't never had to work for nothing in your life. But that's a part of the systems that America pushes. You don't need to go meet no woman, no women. Here, take this app. You can see them naked without even meeting them. Like that's a system that keep us on operating on our lowest vibration, which is the most basic thing, which is sexual. Like you want somebody that can hold that conversation with you. You want somebody that can have mutual respect with you, have a good conversation with you. But you get online, these dating apps, these women gonna tell you, gonna butter you up. Don't let you be some type of man with some type of money, and you don't know the game that these women run on you to get your money, or you gonna be ran up out of there. They gonna milk you until you dry. Don't let it be one of these old cougar women, Salakia. Don't let it be one of these old cougar women who's looking for that one man that they can marry and then divorce and get all his money. I just seen and this is a sidebar. I just seen a video where a man was talking to his soon to be wife, right? About like and we know according to the Bible, you're gonna have to exchange rings or have a big ceremony to be married, right? We know sex is being marriage according to the Bible. But this particular video that I was watching, he was talking to his soon to be wife. I guess they was engaged to something, engaged to be married. I guess they was engaged to be married. Yes, they was engaged to be married, right? Now, on this particular video, a man was talking to his soon-to-be wife. Guess they was engaged to be married, right? And he was trying to tell her that he wanted to get like a prenup. Like he wasn't prepared to marry her unless they came to a prenuptial agreement, right? And he explained it. He explained it in everything. Like he said, man, I had this business, right? And this is a common thing, believe it or not, in America. That's another one of America's systems. Little do you know, it's a woman thing. Sorry to put you women out there, but it's a women thing, and that's another system though. They'll marry a man, worldly marry, like ring and piece of paper, right? Then divorce him like a year later and take everything from he could have had a business way before he met you, but then you married to him. Now you're entitled to half of everything, right? But this was the video though, right? And that's a system, believe it or not. That's some type of I don't want to say underground underground is dang, what's the word I'm looking for? It's game, I guess, right? Because the women run game on the men, get the men to marry them, and then later on, maybe a year or 6 months down the line, they divorce them. Now they entitled to 50% of everything they have, right? So this video that I'm talking about, let me get back to it. and that's definitely a system, because a lot of women do that, right? They're what's the animal? They like black widows. Y'all, if y'all know the thing exactly, finessing. So y'all smart. I thought about some y'all saw finessing. That's a system that America has created for these women out here, finessing men out of 50% of everything they have. Like, but what was I getting at? Yeah, so this particular video, right? This man was talking to his, I guess they was engaged, right? Talking to his soon-to-be wife, like, look, I had this business way before I met you, and I'm just trying to protect the business. I don't want to get divorced, and you may not want to get divorced, but this is something that I have to protect, because if it do so happen to come down to you trying to divorce me, I don't want you to take 50% of this, which what I built from the ground up way before I met you. She started instantly crying. I don't think you trust me. I don't. Well, all you got to do is just sign the paper if that's not what you're trying to do. Obviously, if you not trying to finesse me, if you not trying to get over on me, if you not trying to take everything I have, 50% of it, all you got to do is just sign this paper. That's all. If you're not trying to get divorced from me and take 50% of everything I got, all you got to do is it's a piece of paper stating that you not doing that. Then we could just carry on with the ceremony. No, she started crying. I don't think you trust me, and I don't believe. Like, then right there should have been obvious to that man. Look, this woman is trying to finesse me, obviously. Because what's a prenuptial agreement if you're not trying to do these things? You're going to get this, you're going to benefit from this business all while we're married. And we can stay married as long as we need to be married, right? As long as everybody making each other happy, or as long as everybody prospering, right? But the minute I mention the prenup is, oh no, I'm not signing that. Or you've been trying to finesse me. You've been talking to your homegirls or your mama or whoever, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga out of everything he got. Yeah, okay. If you don't sign this prenuptial agreement, it's not happening. Simple as that. She gonna start boo-hooing. I don't think you trust me, and I don't believe that we should be getting the prenuptial. Why not? I had this business way before I met you. I was up way before I met you. You think when I get with you and later on down the line, maybe a year or so, 6 months or so, Kim Kardashian was famous for that, finessing niggas out their money, finessing whoever she was with out there, marrying these people and divorcing them and getting half of whatever they got. I know a couple basketball players she done did. Well, I don't know them personally, but I know a couple basketball players that she did that to. Football players too. And not only her, right? But that's neither here nor there. But if you're not trying to finesse me, what's wrong with signing this paper? You don't got to get emotional and cry. That's not going to make me skip over you signing this prenuptial agreement. That's because she was trying to finesse him, and she didn't know what to do because he done caught her in her finessement mode right then. I think I might. Let me see if I can find that video real quick, y'all. Let me see if I can. I was just looking at it. I had to heart it. Let me see. Real quick, y'all. Just real quick. Bear with me. 1 second. Because it's such a funny video. 17 years. Hold on. Salakia, bear with me a couple seconds, y'all. I need to find this. Because it's so funny, man. Go here. Come on now. Oh, okay. I was about to say, see, every time we trying to show something, we're trying to get some. Right here. Right here, I'm going to let y'all listen that y'all can hear.
Why do we really need one?
Before I met
then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave without it. That's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
It's something I have to think about. I don't know why I'm so surprised. It's obviously something that we need to have in place. I built a business long before she even came into the picture, and I have to protect that. Like, you want to get married? I'm like trying to work with you.
I don't want to be emotional. I'm just not sure if you're doing this because you don't trust me or like you're not sure about the future.
Well, I think you're overthinking it.
I'm not exposed to you. I feel like you're not understanding.
You trying to finesse? You crazy?
My intention is to leave you. I hope that's not your intentions.
That's exactly her intention.
Like, I didn't even think about that.
Yes,
you're
you did.
Thinking about that.
It's just the reality of what makes sense. Like,
yeah, but it just like this is like really. This is not how I pictured like it was gonna start.
You knew what you was doing, and that man caught on. That's what it was. He caught on to that whole finesse job. He must have did some investigating or hung around the chicks you hang around, and most of them is divorce alimony collectors, and they waiting for you to get your alimony up. Not over here, you're not. But that's one of the systems though that America has in place. Because it's few, I know men get alimony as well, but it's way fewer. It's like, if we going on a percentage thing, it's like 80% of women getting the alimony and like 20% of men getting alimony. I only know a couple famous women who have to pay alimony to their ex-husband, which is one of them is I think Halle Berry. Halle Berry had to pay that. I think it's a white dude. Matter of fact, she got to pay that white man. See, that's what happened when you mess with them white people. They get in your pockets for real. But I think she got to pay the white man. Halle Berry for sure. Then it's a couple of others. But majority of that alimony is women finessing men out of there, out of the money. But the reason is this class is called America's Systems Do Not Benefit Israelites, because that's one of the systems. Like earlier, we spoke on the cell phone system, how they got you scrolling daily and you done missed the daily task that you had to complete today. But you done scroll so much, time done flew past. That why you think social media was invented like that? So you can scroll like that. To one, keep your attention span down and keep you hand and phone like this, not paying attention to nothing around you, just hand and phone. That keep you distracted and keep you out of being present, right? Because you know a person could be sitting right in front of you. Y'all could be having dinner. This is why, and I ain't gonna even say a sidebar yet, but a person or y'all could be having dinner as a family. All of a sudden, somebody check out right in front of you. When I say check out, I mean they here. Like, dang, what happened to the person-to-person interaction? What happened to the group interaction? Nope, they off in their own world scrolling. Some of them put in headphones. Like, this is a social setting. Why are you putting in headphones to block out the socialness of it? That's one of the systems, though. A cell phone is dangerous, especially when you're trying to keep it, when you're trying to have that interaction, when you're trying to have that dialogue, and when you're trying to have like a long attention span. Most people today, they can't take too much silence. All they gonna do is go here with it. Soon as it's a pause in the action, or soon as it's a pause in the conversation, or a pause in the social ability stuff, they right in their phone, poop, scrolling for the next 20 minutes. They done checked out. They checked out of being present and went right into the digital world. That's dangerous. Imagine if we discussing some detrimental, right? and somebody just check out right in their phone. Like, we need you. We need you to be listening here, but you just check right out in your phone. Poop, poop, poop. Imagine trying to have an intimate conversation with your spouse, and one of y'all just check right out into your phone. Poop, poop, poop. That's disrespectful. I'm trying to talk to you face to face in a quiet setting somewhere, then you just check out completely and poop, poop, poop. That's one of the systems that America has in place, though, to get us unconnected with each other. They'd rather you be connected with somebody that's all the way in a different state. You can't even see them face to face. You can't even touch them. But it's just like that with the person in front of you, because you right here, poop, 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 scrolling and seeing everything that you seen yesterday. The same thing be on the internet from yesterday is on there today. It only be new stories every other couple days. But the new stories is not more important than the person that's in front of you or the social setting that you're in. But that's one of the systems how America has in place for you to not be present. They want you to check out. They want you to be distracted with scrolling. I mean, with scrolling. They want you to be looking for that next piece of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? You know what they want you to do too? Not be in this Bible. They want you to not even think about buying a Bible. They pump these pages to discredit the Bible. They pump these people on the internet to say, man, you know what I'm saying, talk down on the Bible. But they don't pump up the UPK. We defend the Bible, and in any kind of way we can debate the Bible. They don't want to see that, because they gonna see that mirror put up to them. Like, well, y'all did this and this for thousands of years. Who's really the unaliver of the earth? Who's really the finesser of the earth? Who really got power enough to turn a people against each other? Or who is racist enough? Or who is prejudiced enough to do that? Like, when we get power, we're not gonna turn them against each other. We're just gonna kick them all out. Y'all not involved in this. Y'all going into the change together. Y'all not being separated. Y'all all had a part in our demise. Y'all all had a part of putting us in certain systems to keep us in a certain area of life, but whether it be not prospering, being homeless or something like that, being on welfare Section 8 for years. Y'all had a part of that. Every heathen nation had a part of our demise, or putting us in systems to not surpass them. But the ISUPK, we coming back to our heritage. The men and women in the ISUPK, we realize what's going on. We can see the finesse job. I should have, Sister Nazam, I should have named this class We All Got Finessed, because that word finessed, it could be played on so many different ways. But it all has to do with negativity towards the Israelites. We got finessed. We got finessed into protecting our oppressor. Let me say that one more time. We got finessed into protecting our oppressor. If you outside of the UPK, most of the most of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians gonna ask you, well, what about the white people? They can't be saved. Like, God loves everyone. Like, as soon as we get up on the podium and say, man, the Lord only care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the first heathen nation that the people ask about is the white people. Like, we got finessed into believing that they some kind of good. It's some good in them, right? That's because, and I can only say this genuinely, we have compassion, you know what I'm saying, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We gonna forgive you because we gonna pass you up anyway. Nothing that you can do will ever be on the level of anything that we do. Like, you can build a house. The Mexicans gonna build that house, Slovakia. Yeah, the Hispanics gonna build that house 2 weeks faster, 3 weeks faster. And then they gonna be sitting and drinking Coronas, looking at you struggle or putting the balance beam up. It's going to, and you can look at that when it comes to like the construction on the streets as well. You separate the so-called white man into his own white construction company, and then you separate the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians into their own construction company. Man, all these streets in the hood will be fixed. You know how it's that one pothole in every hood, or that one street that's just forever been jacked up for 20 years. That's by design, though. That's a system as well. And even, this past winter, right, I did some door dashing, right, and I noticed one thing. The one thing I noticed, when I do the door dashing in these white neighborhoods, they be the first streets to be shoveled clean. Like, they be salted first, like shoveled first, everything. But then you go in the neighborhood, the streets ain't shoveled yet. You know what I'm saying? Sidewalks still got snow on it. Like, the white neighborhoods be the first ones to get shoveled. I'm talking about as far now. I know the sidewalk is part of the house that it's in front of, right? But I'm talking about the streets, the literal streets. The streets in the white neighborhoods be the first ones clean, clear, and under control. They be having proactive shovels over there. It's like they send them straight out to the white neighborhoods first. You go get Menominee first. You go get what's another one? Like, it's crazy. Glendale. You go get Glendale first before you touch that that hood where them niggas at. You go clean Miller Parkway first. Like, it's crazy. That's more on the light side of the system that's suppressing us. But the real thing that's suppressing us today is us trying to separate, and they finessing us into thinking that we should all come together. And that's been the number one thing for years. They keep finessing us, thinking that we are making, and of course I'm talking about us outside of the UPK, Israelites that's outside of the UPK, because we know that we supposed to lead these people alone. But they could keep finessing, like the NBA has a slogan talking about we all come together or something like that. I remember when there was COVID-19, Salaki, I don't know if we can say that. Can we say that? See, certain things we can and can't say. I remember when there was COVID, they hashtag was alone together. Like, when we have our neighborhood in the hood, you always have that one white family that's down the street on the corner. Like, man, go live amongst your own people. Why y'all always try to live around us? And I found a solution for it. That's because they spies. Right? They making sure we ain't coming up, we ain't inventing the continuum transfunctioner in there. You know what I'm saying? They keeping tabs on us, man. And then on top of that, suppressing us as far as black-owned businesses, things of this nature. We get taxed, super taxed, for the thing that the Arab man, he get it damn near free. The Chinese man to get hair products and all that for the cheapski. But let one of our sisters try to open up a hair boutique or something like that. Oh, y'all getting taxed. Why? That's a system. We don't want these niggas to get nothing. I mean, they probably do got some down south, but they getting taxed for they trust me. And we was in Atlanta one time, but this is my last thing that I'm gonna get to the scriptures. When we was in Atlanta like 2 years ago or a year ago or something. On my ribs, she wanted to get her nails done. So we in the mall, right? You know, it was me, Miles, my sister, and them at my rib. We in the mall. They got like 3 to 4 Chinese nail places, right? Chinese, like 60 of them be working in there at a time. You know what I'm saying? But they got one black-owned nail shop. But you go in there and they taxing. But then you ask, why y'all taxing so much? They be like, oh, that's because they tax us for the products. Well, they tax us way more than they tax the so-called Chinese people. Like, that's a system right there that we should be running. We should be running that system because so many of our sisters be getting their nails done. Our sisters are the most creative. You know what I'm saying? I mean, have all kind of designs on. If you give that you give that sister her own black-owned nail shop and give her the same prices y'all give the Chinese people, oh, she gonna pass them right up within a year or two, maybe. Everybody gonna be wanting that. The stuff that the sister got. Because our creativity is like, she gonna find a way to make it better and better and better. Whether it's mimosa day or you know what them ladies be drinking, mimosas, light liquor, you know, because you can't get totally toe up in a saying like that. But you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, whether it's mimosas or, you know, y'all got your own creative thing with that. But this is why they won't let us get the same, either the same, pay the same prices as them to get stuff in bulk, or have the same space as them to be charged the same, because they don't want us to pass them up. They want to keep their foot on our necks. It's all damn near until your house shall return. Right? And that's a system that we are sadly stuck in. I'm gonna talk about one more system and then I'm gonna get to the scriptures, because this is this is a new system, which is called Ratchet TV. This is a new system that's working, though. It works. It keeps our women tuned in to the BS, right? Whether it be women fighting on TV, having reckless sex with whoever and whenever, showing all kind of buns and cheeks on screen, women on women activity. Oh, don't forget the men bashing. So not only they got the TV system in place to destroy us, because it ain't. How is us being on those shows benefiting us? In what way? Entertainment is not benefiting us. Being entertained by that type of stuff do not benefit us at all. Exactly. Because anything that they put on the show, on screen display of us in any kind of way, it's got to have us looking funny. I mean, looking what's the word Cap always use? Looking like animals, out of control, ratchet, dressing so provocative, like sexual. If men promoting drugs, men promoting leaving their children places, men promoting men taking other men's women, promoting unaliving each other. Like, if that's not on TV, we will be in such a better place. If that's not on the radio, we will be such better place. That's why I hate. I don't know where y'all at, what city y'all in, but I hate the radio station that plays the hip hop. I do not like it because they gonna play about 7 or 8 artists. Which you got the Dirty Red, they gonna play that. They gonna play Glorilla. They gonna play Glorilla. I'm talking about back to back all day, 4 times an hour, maybe 5 times. Right? They gonna play Finesse 2 times. Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, believe that. They gonna play Cardi B. They gonna play what's the other nigga? Can't even think right now because I don't even listen. I be listening to the old school jams for R&B, man. If my phone ain't hooked up and I'm listening to a mixtape or something from the past music I used to listen to that was smooth and full of bars, I'm not listening to no radio because all you're gonna hear is I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it because it's so degrading. You know what I'm saying? And that seemed to be all our women is on to is F my baby daddy. It's ignorance, man. And when we gonna learn? We are the adults now. We should be going down to Congress somewhere or wherever this music is allowed to be passed through. We should be boycotting that. Because I remember I was a kid, nigga, in the 90s. When the Thuggish Ruggish Bone thing came out, we're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs, right? But you can see, you can still look that thing up on YouTube. The actual what was it? It's like a I guess it was the NAACP boycotting music. It was this woman on there though. She just did not like Tupac. Like for some reason, she was trying to boycott Tupac and Ice Cube and Luke, right? Uncle Luke, that Snoop Dogg. Like she was trying to boycott the rap altogether. She was trying to boycott the word. I don't know if I can say it. We gonna get kicked off of YouTube if I say another word like that. Salagia, but the female dog, right? Female dog word. She was trying to boycott that. But where is that type of system for the music today? It's way worse today. Back then, they used to hide it in metaphorically simile type of thing, but today they just come right out and say it. They just come right out and say it. I only see certain words that I can't say because we on our like second strike of this channel or something. But it's certain things that I can and can't say, so I don't want to get the third strike and get us taken down. But y'all get what I'm saying. The music today, I'm not talking about the music that you play on your own time. I'm talking about the music that's free to listen to on the radio. It's trash. I'll go right to the R&B. At least they playing the old jams of men loving women and women loving men. Every once in a while, you might get a right. You might get that, like, but it's metaphorically though. You know what I'm saying? But today is no metaphors in it. They just come right out and say it. You got artist named Minaj. Oh my God. Artist named Minaj, Nicki Minaj. Man, it just shows me, man, that, and that's another system that I often talk about, which is the music industry, that system. These systems are not benefiting us. The music today, it's not bringing men and women together. The music today is not doing this. Men and women coming, it's doing this. And then it's having the women go to another woman. And men go to other men. Like, it's crazy work. Crazy work. But that's a whole nother system as well. Not to mention the effects that it has on the youth, the effects that it has on just young people in general. Because some people listen to these lyrics and actually try to be what the lyrics say. Look up to these see, I'm gonna say Jezebels. I know I can say that. Jezebels. Look up to these Jezebels and look up to these whoremongers. These men who go to see, I'm so censored, man. I'm trying to be so careful on what I'm saying. Hold on 1 second, man. It's a shame. Why I'm laughing though, and why I'm saying it's a shame, because this supposed to be we supposed to have what, the freedom of speech, but they create these systems, these apps, and say, well, you can have freedom of speech, just not on this app. Like, what is that? You infringing on my rights. But they said that they was gonna do that in the terms and conditions. I bet none of us read the terms and conditions of YouTube. Well, some people who actually use this as a job probably read it, but us who's just trying to get this word out to the people, trying to get the truth out to the people, I know I didn't read no terms and conditions on YouTube, but they said it in the terms and conditions on YouTube and most of these apps. That's why they try to get Twitter banned and TikTok banned, because they ain't infringing on freedom of speech. You can say whatever on Twitter, or formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter, TikTok. You can say whatever on there. They don't really care. Freedom of speech. But on places like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I type the lightest insult I can find on Instagram. That I can think of on Instagram. I type the lightest thing. Next thing you know, I'm getting a notification your content was removed. Like, why? Somebody reported me or something for saying something light. Nigga, I put one time, I put a throwing up emoji on somebody's picture. They said your content was removed. What? You mean I have to like this? Like, it's crazy that how they censor the truth like this. How they censoring freedom of speech. I thought we had freedom of speech. I thought this was a free country, but day by day, week by week, and year by year, they showing you, nigga, you was never free. We coming down with the hammer even more now because you thought you was free. You thought you was able to do this, and you're not. Y'all have to be careful, man, on the trick bag that they get y'all in when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to making our women look masculine, making our men look feminine. And then not only that, having another system, which is within the system of the internet, of men and women going like this with all the talk shows and all the you got women talking about men, you got men talking about women. Like, it never been this many philosophizers of relationships in 10 years, 20 years. All of a sudden, everyone's an expert relationshipist. You know how they got therapists and yeah, they relationshipists. They just experts on this stuff now, which is crazy work, man. And let it be known that most of these people who trying to tell you about relationships, they are single as can be. And it's a reason why they are single as can be. They might butter it up for you. Oh, I left him, or oh, I had to leave her. But they don't never tell you what they did. They don't never tell you how they was toxic. They don't never tell you how they was a burden. It's all on the other person. That's why, again, it's a system within a system. They drawing us apart. But if we could just ignore these people who don't got really no good advice, because really you shouldn't be taking advice from nobody that's not of the Lord, from nobody that's not in the ISUPK, really, because they going off worldly advice, and that's something that we can't be, especially if they're on drugs. How you gonna give me advice and you're on drugs? You're a drug addict. How you gonna give me advice? You can't even beat a plant. You're being beat by a plant, and you want to tell me about my relationship. Or whatever the drug of choice is. Lean, syrup, pills. You've been beat by amphetamine. And you want to tell me how to run my relationship. You want to tell me how to run my household. Later for that. Like, I might listen to you if you join ISUPK. I might listen to you if you put the drugs down. I might listen to you. But as I'm looking at you and you telling me, oh man, I'll leave this. I wouldn't even take that. And then I look at you sparking a cigarette or trying to smoke some weed. All that stuff you just said just went in one ear and out the other. Especially if I witnessed one of your relationships and you was just toxic as hell, or you was just a burden on your partner for no reason. Like, why are you being a burden for no reason? Why would I take advice from that? That's a system too, though, y'all. This class is called America's Systems do not benefit Israelites. Being on drugs is a system. Why? Because they got people promoting it. You've never seen a weed commercial. You've never seen, you have. I'm gonna let you know what it is, though. You've never seen a promethazine commercial. How did you know about pills? How did you know about ecstasy? How did you know about drugs, period, when you never even seen a commercial of it? But you have, though. What is the commercial? What is the commercial for drugs? It's two forms of commercials for drugs. You got the people that you physically can see in front of you telling you, man, just try it. Try this, man, because they advertise it every day. You don't see them without a blunt in their hand. You don't see them without a bag of pills they done pop, or letting you know, I just popped this pill, and you and it seemingly got them feeling good, and they all turned and all of that, right? That's a form. I mean, that's a form of commercial because it's advertising. They saying, man, I feel good off of this here blunt. I feel good. I hit the lean. I feel good. I done popped the pill. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of advertising. Now it got you intrigued to try it. Even the stuff today, vapes. You done seen somebody else smoking a vape. I've never seen a commercial for vape. The only commercials I've seen is them truth commercials when they be like, that's metal in your lungs. That one. Like, it's like it. But the first form of commercials for drugs is other people advertising it, saying it's so good. It looks so cool. You know what I'm saying? It looks so cool. He cool over there. He just chilling, smoking a blunt, smoking a vape, smoking a cigarette. He looks cool. I want to be just like that. Right? That's the first form of advertisement. But what's the second form of advertisement of drugs? Music videos. You got music videos, interviews of rappers, music, period. That, because as a teen, as a young child, you're impressionable, and if somebody stays steady talking about we or lean pills. Oh, this pill got me on 10, and this weed is hitting, and I'm high, and all of this, right? you watching a podcast or something, somebody interviewing a rapper, they just smoking weed in the interview. Like, you can't go an hour or two and do this interview without smoking some weed, bruh. That's where the mental issues come in at. And that's what most of us have in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. Mental issues. Why do we have these mental issues? Because of our oppression. We can't get a leg up. We working from check to check. On top of that, Satan's trying us. On top of that, it's like we being influenced by these systems. We being pressured by our loved ones. Man, you don't celebrate Christmas, man. Man, you ain't gonna be coming down to the family for Thanksgiving. Being oppressed by our kids as well. I want to celebrate Christmas, man. We ain't getting no gifts, mama. We ain't getting no presents, mama. Get right in the mom's head. Right? We ain't getting this, mama. No. Man, I hate this house. You know, mom don't want the kid to feel like they hate this house. So it's gonna be in the mama head now, and it's gonna cause a lot of friction. The Bible says the kids are your oppressor. Gotta learn that word no. Into the O. They'll be all right. Tomorrow they're gonna be right back happy. If you want to give them some presents and gifts and reward them, let them earn it. This ain't no Santa's naughty or nice list. No. Oh, you got A's and B's? Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you something nice then. Oh, you clean the crib without me having to tell you? I mess with that. I'm gonna hook you up now. Or is it you being lazy? Kid ain't cleaned or did nothing all day, but the only thing they did do is come ask you to buy them something. You went with it. Like, bro, this your room is dirty. The trash ain't taken out. The dishes ain't done. The floor ain't mopped or swept. The bathroom looks a mess. Like, how did you earn these things that you want me to buy? In no kind of way you didn't earn it. Well, you're not getting it. And you can go pout over there. You better do it before I make you do it. That's how you got to be with the kids, right? What was I getting at before I got onto the kid thing? Damn, it's like but it all falls in systems, man. It all falls under some kind of system. You know, having a vehicle is a system. Being like having rent is a system, and that's this having a job is a system. Facts. So like having a job is a system. A car is a system. Why? You already know why. We got to pay to park on the streets if we want to park on the streets. We got to pay to park if we in an apartment, we got to pay to get a sticker for that. We have to pay yearly for a registry of the same vehicle I had last year. Now, that's the most finessing system of them all. Having a car. That's the most finessing system of it all. You mean to tell me, man, I got to register this vehicle? Same vehicle I had since last year. Same person. And it is not cheap. It's not cheap. It's like 200 something to register your vehicle with stickers and the right plates or something like that. Not to mention another system is called insurance. They finessing with the insurance system. Like, why am I paying? I'm a good driver. I didn't get in no accidents, no fender benders. My bumper, everything's still intact. My car still look good. I'm paying insurance. You mean I can't claim this insurance that I've been paying on no type of taxes, on no type of get back? Y'all gotta wake up, man. And realize everything that you're into is a part of America's system. All you got to do is find little ways to get out the system, starting with those holidays that's built on bloodshed and all kind of indecency. I asked moms one day, why do we celebrate holidays and stuff like that? She said, oh, because it's tradition. Oh my God. It's tradition. Whose tradition? Whose tradition is it? I believe this 2025 year is going to be a year of eye opening. You know what I'm saying? Last year was a year of getting as much truth out as you can, right? But this year is going to be eye opening, meaning you're going to see some stuff about people you never even thought would do anything of the sort. Not only that, America gonna realize more and more of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are withdrawing from this. I can see that. I can see why the so-called Mexican will withdraw right now. All of them should be withdrawn from America right now. And when I say withdrawn, I mean just taking a spirit out of it, because America is targeting them specifically. Somebody that this is their land. How you gonna kick somebody out of their own land? And you know who's doing that? The so-called white man, the biggest finesser of them all. This man invented finessing. When Migos made that song, finesse, finesse, they was talking about Donald Trump. Facts. They was talking about people like Donald Trump and people that's like Donald Trump. Columbus finessed America. In the book of the Russian icons, they finessed the image of Yahushua. Like the biggest finessers are the man. That should be a t-shirt. Shout out to Officer Yardine out of Chicago, man. I should throw some ideas to him about the t-shirt. The biggest finesser is the so-called white man. He the number one finesser. What? The number one finesser. What? Nigga. Like, it's crazy work, man, that we still, in 2025, man, still believe that we should all come together. When we seeing what they doing to our brothers. We should have seen that. I think it may have been Trump's first term that he ran, or the beginning of Biden's term, when that whole border situation was going on. We should have seen it then, when they was trying to keep us out of the border. But they'll let some Ukrainians in here. They'll let some Asians up in here. They'll let some Africans right in here. Because they know they're the reason why Africans prosper over here as well, because they know that they're not Israelites, and they definitely had a part in capturing us and selling us. So they like buddies. Let me tell you who the best of buddies. Africans, Arabians, Asians, and the so-called white man. The best of buddies. The best of buddies. Man, I want to say so much right now, but I don't want to get this channel strike, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get boy. it's sad, man, because you know we shouldn't be censored on in a country that has freedom of speech. So who running these apps? Are they from out of the country? Who created these apps? Are they from out of the country? Because if they are of this country, then why are they talking about we can't have freedom of speech? Like we need to get on platforms where we can ask these questions. They finessing us on the app. We can't say what we want to say. So many times, man, I'll be on Instagram, adding the Instagram creators. Like, man, can we get a thumbs down button? Because the thing that confuses me on Instagram, it's a heart, right? It's a heart right there. So somebody can say, man, I just lost this person. I just pray for me. But you can heart it, meaning you liked. Is the thing that's confusing me. Somebody can write, I just lost my cousin. Pray for me, RIP, such and such. But you can press like on it, meaning I like that you just lost your cousin. Like that's confusing to me. That's confusing to me. Or either I'm reading it wrong or something. Or on social media, they got, I don't even want to see, some of y'all gonna have to meet me at the Passover so I can let y'all know. Let me just tell y'all how I am on Instagram real quick. Why we getting remove content, right? So say for instance, this one last time. They had, I think it was on World Star, right? World Star's page on Instagram. And they was like Trump just put transgenders out of female sports. So I put yes, like YESSSS with a lot of S's and exclamation points. They said, you can't say that. I said, what? They want you to have sympathy for these people. Or just another example, right? Some white lady on here crying and boo-hooing. I put a bunch of laughing emojis. My content get removed. Like, why did my comment get removed from laughing at that? Y'all want me to have sympathy or feel where she coming from? No. I laugh at you shouldn't be on the internet crying and such. Because everybody's not going to have sympathy for you. I, for one, I'm not. Especially whenever they post saying I don't feel like I should be involved in it. I'm going to put laughing emojis. I don't have no love for y'all. Y'all ain't got no love for my people. Look what y'all doing to us right now. Deportation. I don't see no deportation on, like, again, and another thing too, man. The media is a system. Because y'all remember when Russia was going against Ukraine, bombing them and doing all of that. They had our places over here in America, businesses, having flags talking about pray for Ukraine or free Palestine and all of that. Where are the pray for the Mexican flags at? Where are the pray for the Hispanic flags at right now? Where are the free the Mexicans or leave the Mexicans alone flags? Where are those on these businesses? It's nowhere to be found. But you want to free Palestine. You want to pay for Palestine. You want to big up Palestine. It's all across the world in schools, on businesses, on commercials. And we ain't had nothing to do with that. That was Russia and Ukraine's business. All of a sudden, it's free is pray for Ukrainians or whatever the case they was. Free Ukraine or whatever. But when these mixed so-called Hispanics going through what they going through now, where are leave the Hispanics alone flags at? Where are the commercials to leave the Hispanics in there, to leave them alone? That should be a new hashtag. Leave them alone. Or leave Mexicans alone. Leave Hispanics alone. We should make that pop right there. Because they made everybody. I'm talking about, I was in at the time I was working at I was slaving at this plastic place. They had flags and posters up in there talking about free Palestine and pray for Ukraine. Like, pray for Ukraine? Where is even Ukraine? I don't even know no Ukrainians. I don't even got nothing in my house is made from Ukraine. Why I have to pray for them? Well, I should be praying for my brothers right now. My brothers and sisters right now who going through it. This is their land. Them and the Native Indians' land. This is their land. Where's the pray for the Mexicans at? Where is those hashtags at? But then again, you gotta realize, man, the media is yet another system. Is yet another system where we get the it's like, I don't even know if I can say that. We get the booty end of the stick. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. Right? Where are the celebrities coming in interviews talking about leave the Mexicans alone? Because I seen a couple celebrities talking about pray for Ukraine. Pray for Ukrainians. I've seen plenty of them say that. They just so happen to not say leave the Mexicans alone. Like, historically, the last 33 years, right? 33 years, that's like 1991, 1992, 1990, somewhere in there, right? Since 1990, what uproar has the Mexicans caused? What's the uproar? We already know who the biggest unalivers is. We already know who the biggest unalivers of their own family is. We already know who the top school shooters are. We already know who the top sexual assaulters are. What else? The top kidnappers. These are the biggest things that's the problems in America. But you know what? You know what they do? They put those images onto Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and say we the problem. How? How are we the problem? Y'all systematically placed us in certain areas and then systematically came in there and made us move out of these areas called genocide. I mean gentrification. Like, y'all basically do whatever y'all want around here. Basically, the most basic form. Even when it comes to media, even when it comes to putting negativity on us, you don't see a bunch of shows where the white people fighting each other at. You don't see a bunch of shows where the white people was on stripper poles and being strippers. A lot of them. You don't see you don't see TV shows with well, you do. It's called The Bachelor. They make their stuff look formal and they don't fight, right? Uppity. Ooh, I can't say what I want to say. Man. But they don't they don't have to what's the word I'm looking for? Exploit. They don't have to exploit themselves to get the ratings, right? To get the views. But they exploit us. Who's on these TV shows, these bad girls clubs, baddies, dating shows and all of that, fighting each other for entertainment purposes. I mean, it's not no real beef. A producer then pulled you in the back room and said, man, if you fight him, I'll give you an extra $15,000. and you took it to go humiliate yourself on camera, man. The entertainment business is another system, because the so-called white man know that some of us have a price tag on us. We'll do what you want for a certain amount of money. And the Bible says, man, for the love of money is the root of all evil, man. They'll give you this money, but you got to participate in this evil. That's the same thing with Hispanic policemen at the borders. How you gonna be Hispanic and a policeman and at the borders and deporting your own people? You here? Why you get to be here? I was born here. They was too. I have orders. Orders. Orders from who? The white man says you gotta do this. That's the thing right there, man. The men in the ISUPK, man, if it came down to man, you can have this job, right? All you gotta do is help capture and deport your people. What you think the men in the ISUPK do? Man, we're gonna say F that job. This is what a UPK Sharp song is. F the effing job. I got what he say. F the effing job. I'm gonna find a new one tomorrow, or something like that. He go crazy. Shout out to UPK Sharp over there in North Carolina, man. Man, I would, and then it's supposed to be freedom of speech, right? But I can't play no music on here. None of the UPK they won't allow. Why they won't allow Milwaukee to play no music, I don't know. Everybody else play music before they class, don't get flagged, everything. But let Milwaukee try it. They said, no, nigga. We flagging this. He did this. He did this at the Paso. Salaki, 1 second, y'all. Yeah. We can't even play our own artist music on YouTube without getting flagged, which is crazy work, man. We need to go ahead and organize a little group, march on up to YouTube's headquarters, and say, man, this is our music. Why we can't play our music? I think I know why. I think I know the specific song that they mad at too. Salaki. But anywho, let's get into a scripture or two real quick to further elaborate on why America's systems do not benefit the Israelites, right? Let's get into it. Let's go to second. Well, hold on. Yeah, let's go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. I need a new sword. I'm gonna have to get one. 2 Timothy. Okay. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. Chapter 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. Okay. Let's get that. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. And then we're gonna go to we're gonna go to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8, because I got something to say about that. But we at 2 Timothy chapter 3. Chapter 3, verse 12. Wait, hold on. Let me read 11. Yeah, verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly. Let's stop right there. All that will live godly, meaning it's gonna come a time. It's gonna come a time in your life, whether it be your friends, your family, your new friends, your new family, people that's outside of the Bible, people that you ain't talked to in a long time, right? It says, yea, all that will live godly, meaning everybody that's trying to live godly, live right according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. All that will live godly in Christ shall suffer persecution. Somebody gonna say, and it might not even be them. It might be, not even pertaining to the Bible, right? You might get questioned by some force that you never even thought would question you about this, right? Shall suffer persecution, meaning somebody gonna say, man, you following the Bible? Why are you doing that? That ain't benefit us since such and such. Gonna try to get you into a debate about you not trying to get you to not follow the Bible, trying to get you out of the way of walking with the Lord, trying to get you to see a flaw in something that you're doing according to the law, statutes, and commandments. Somebody throughout your life gonna try to get you to say, you right, man. Forget the Bible, man. I've been living this way for this long, man. I'm gonna continue to live like a scumbag. I'm gonna continue to do these drugs. I'm gonna continue to. It ain't did nothing. It ain't hurt me this long. So I'm gonna keep doing it, right? You shall suffer persecution just because you're trying to leave that lifestyle behind. Just because you trying to change yourself to be righteous unto the Lord. Like I always say, man, you don't want to be on the Lord's bad side. It's all kinds of ways, and it's more than what I can even think of. I can think of a few ways that I would think that the Lord would get at you, but it's even more ways than that, right? And that's just according to the Bible. He might get you in your mind. He might even not even touch you physically, not even have nobody come up and tell you nothing physically. He might get you in your mind, send some demons to you, see if you can beat those demons. And some of us fall victim to the demons that's in our mind. Some of us fall victim to the demons that's on other people. You know what I'm saying? You cannot beat these demons alone. Trust me, man. I know certain demons you cannot beat on your own, especially if you knew demons. If you knew these demons way before you tried to turn yourself righteous, demon voice gonna be louder and louder in your head, and it sound like you think you talking to yourself in your head. You talking to demons, especially if they tell you to go off the path off the righteous path that you on, especially if they telling you to not listen to your husband, especially if they telling you to go ahead and hit this chick real quick. She good to go. And then you can just leave it right there, especially that. Especially that. Y'all, the Bible says, man, this war is fought spiritually, man. And when Yahushua come back, depending on whatever orders he got to give us, it's going to be fought physically or whatever the case. But right now, it's a spiritual war. It's spiritual warfare. Some of us in different stages in our life, whether it be raising teenagers, raising young children in this particular day and time, raising teenagers right now, they all right now, especially if you in the truth and you trying to raise your children in the truth and you trying to show them the truth, right? Right now, they're gonna be asking you about tattoos, belly piercings, piercings, period, tight clothes as far as women, men, linings, dreadlocks, what else? It's a plethora of things. But that's why you have to be, as a parent, you have to know as much as you can according to this Bible to teach them. Listen, son, listen, daughter. And even the more righteous of us who adopt, even the more righteous of us who adopt their siblings' children, whether it be under whatever circumstances, right? We trying to raise them up to be better than us, to have the knowledge to know what not to do. Because we didn't know, we was just doing stuff. Most of us was raised in a single parent household. If you had two parents households, one of them or one of the two, if not both, was on drugs. If you had two parent households, one of them was a drunk. And if you had one parent household, they was always at work somewhere trying to provide for you. So you really didn't have no discipline in the house. So this is the reason for you to raise them with the knowledge of being separate from the heathen, of the knowledge from being from not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Like, they may have been eating that for the majority of their life, but somebody came in your life and told them, no, that's not the way. That's eating that stuff is how you're gonna have ailments with your health, whether it be high blood pressure or at a young age too. How you have high blood pressure? You 17, you 16, you 15. How you have high blood pressure? How is something wrong with your health and you in your teens? That's because it starts with your diet. And the Levitical diet shows what we can and can't eat. You will be surprised on the things that the Lord sees, you know what I'm saying, as deemable to eat. And some of it, you know what I'm saying, is a delicacy. I know one thing: shrimp, crab, and lobster is not a delicacy. That's a system as well. The food industry is a system. Sidebar from this, but that's a system as well, because they definitely have the shrimp, crab, and lobster on anywhere you go out to eat as the highest thing that you can buy, and they make it seem like a delicacy. You can go into the most classiest food spot, you know what I'm saying, they dress down, you know what I'm saying, the setting is like a nice button-down shirt and your woman wearing a nice dress. But the delicacy there is a lobster. The delicacy there is shrimp. Like, they totally got y'all fooled. You eating a roach of the sea. It's a shrimp, but you eating a roach of the sea. C and saying, man, I just ate classy. I ate shrimp and steak. No, you just defiled your temple and made the Lord angry by eating that shrimp. Now you got something. Now your stomach is rocking, or you building up some kind of bacteria within your body. The doctors see, almost went there. No, I think I could. Even the hospital. That's a system as well, because they ain't gonna tell you the cure of things. They gonna give you. They not gonna give you no they're not gonna give you the cure. They're gonna give you medicine. They give you some medicine. They're not gonna give you the cure though. They give you the medicine, because that's a system. And keep you in that sick system, so you can continue to be sick. So I can continue to make this money off you, especially if you ain't got no insurance. Like, if anything, that should be free, right? And they paycheck should come out the government somewhere. Being a hospital, any position inside a hospital should be free. They saving your life, preserving your life. People going there to give birth. Like, why isn't this free? Why isn't this a free thing in America? Because it's a system that's designed to keep you paying. I remember one time, nigga, I broke one of my thumbs. Right? Playing, I think I was playing basketball. I think I was playing basketball at the King Center. Broke one of my thumbs. I went to that hospital right there on what's that, 51st and Burlock? I think it might be St. Mary's. And y'all just look at the names of these hospitals. St. Mary's. What the fuck? It's deep, y'all. It's very deep. Oh, dang, I should never been running outside today. It's deep though, but I went there, you know what I'm saying? I got an x-ray, and they didn't do nothing special. They just x-rayed it and wrapped my thumb, right? They wrapped it in regular wrap, like the bandage wrap. $800. What? They didn't put my thumb back in place. They didn't do anything like that. I got a bill in the mail that says $750. You know, we round up. That's $800. No, that's still on my credit till this day. You didn't even help me. You didn't even give no medicine. Only thing you did was patch me up and tell me, yeah, you broke your thumb. That's the only thing you did to tell. That's the only thing you said. You broke your thumb. We're going to wrap it and get you out of here. They wrapped it, got me out of here, sent me a bill, $750 for a wrap and an x-ray. I think it was this one, yeah. Because it's bent more back to this one. Yeah, it was this one. Then this, man, I've been getting all kind of injuries. But the industry of hospitaling, we could just say hospitalist, because this is a system. System to keep you paying and not give you the cure. They're gonna give you some medicine. They're gonna make you feel good, give you some aspirin, make the pain go away. 10 years later, you're gonna be like, man, I thought I got this fixed. Nope, they gave you some medicine. They ain't tell you that in 10 years you're gonna have a problem walking. You're gonna have a problem with your shoulder. You're gonna have a problem with your back. Like, I fell on my back 10 years ago. I still got the same injury. Yes, because they didn't cure it. They gave you some medicine, some pain pills. Certain things you got to look at, man, and be like, man, I don't want to be a part of this system anymore. You got to start with the holidays. I always say that, man. Start with the holidays. Then you're going to realize, man, I've been doing the same thing, man. Unrighteously. Every St. Patrick's Day, what you getting? Green? You wearing a green fit. You go get you a green shirt, green shoes, green, some green pants. You the green man. St. Patrick's Day. Is that St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, because what's the next one after that? Well, now it's Juneteenth, right? Now it's Juneteenth. I don't even know what to say about Juneteenth. And then after Juneteenth, what is it? July 4th. So you on July 4th. You're going to get red, white, and blue fits now. July 4th. Every year you get red shoes, red shirt, blue shorts, and a white hat. Looking just like the flag. You proud to be over here. Even though you were stolen and brought here. You proud to be stolen and bought. And sold. Sold to the white man. You proud of that. Well, it shows on July 4th, it shows. What's next? What you got? Veterans Day or whatever that is in September. Then you got Halloween. Oh, you love Halloween. You don't only dress up as a race car. You got your kids dressed up as race cars. Oh, you love it. Mask on, mask off. America loves Halloween so much, man. It's supposed to be for the kids, right? But you go out during Halloween, you got grown people. You got grown people going all out with these costumes. In the club, you in the club dressed up. That's crazy work. You in the club with a full Power Ranger fit on. You got the helmet and everything. You in the club fully dressed like Iron Man. Like, this is supposed to get you some girls, bro. No, you're a dweeb. You're a dweeb, bro. That's funny. Because it's true, though. Every year Halloween, go to a club or something. Don't even celebrate Halloween. Go in regular clothes or something like that. You're going to see a bunch of idiots and morons because it be so cold. You know, we in Milwaukee, right? It'd be 20 degrees. It'd be 20 degrees up in it'd be 20 degrees in Milwaukee during Halloween, but you see the women, they had the smallest stuff on. Some of them have cheeks out, laced lingerie, dressed up as cheerleaders. What's that girl, Harley Quinn? Well, you know, she wears skirts. You know, she's a Jezebel. Dressed up as strippers, exotic dancers. You know what I'm saying? You name it. Anything that's Jezebel-like, they dress up as it is Halloween. And freeze they tail off. It doesn't matter. As long as they can show their tail on Halloween. These are grown people going all out with a costume. Making them feel like they can be 50 years old feeling like a kid again with a costume on. Now that's crazy work right there. Then what else? We got November. Oh man, the turkey. In other words, the slaughter of 70 million Native Indians. This is a system. They want you ignorant niggas to continue celebrating the demise of your own people. To continue celebrating the victory of their finesse from way back in the day. They finesse Indians and Mexicans over 100 years ago. But they still got you celebrating it. I said over 100 years ago. But they still got you celebrating it. Over 200 years ago. But they still celebrating it to this day. They even got you calling it family time. They even got you being able to take off of your slavery for this day. They want everybody to celebrate it if they could. People don't even know what they're doing. But like I told you, what did my moms tell me? It's tradition. But whose tradition? Y'all gotta let that be known, man. Do some research, man, on what y'all actually celebrating. Because Thanksgiving is nothing but the celebration of the unaliving of your brothers and sisters of Native Indians and Mexicans. Mostly the Native Indians, though. But they dress it up as family time. Get you a nice family ham. Sit it right there, the unlawful stuff. It's just some unlawful ham right there. They got bacon in the greens. Y'all be tripping, bro. Y'all do not understand what y'all got going on, bro. What America got going on for your demise. You so lost. You so lost in the system. The systems of America is more than one. All of it finesse you either out of money. It finesses you out of money. It finesses you out of being righteous with the Lord, which is the biggest thing. It finesses you out your morale. If all the systems, it finesses you out of having a righteous life. Finesses you out of following the law, statutes, and commandments. Like all around, you're getting finessed in these systems, but they make it seem good. Just like the scriptures say, his words as smooth as butter. When Instagram first came out, they didn't say it was going to be a censorship on your speech. When YouTube first came out, they didn't say it was going to be a censorship on the things you can and can't post. But eventually, when it to this day, it's a censorship on what you can and can't say. I remember the old school YouTube back in the day used to have hella fights on there. All kind of fights, Vine fights, World Star Vine fights. Now it's censorship like a mug. And you bet not go against the LMNOP community. Woo-hoo-wee. That's another system. They don't want nobody to be against the LMNOP community. Like you don't get it. They are forcing you. You do not get it. They're forcing you to be cool with people being LMNOP. The alphabet community, if you know what I mean. Forcing you to be cool with calling a man a woman. And they getting in our sisters' heads so bad that they're cutting off their breasts. Oh my God, that's something that I hate that the sisters did. Actually cutting their breasts off, trying to look like a man, raising enough money to have surgery to have man pecs. Bro, do you not understand the warfare that the so-called white man is putting us through right now? He got our women. I've never seen a white woman do this. I've never seen it. That gotta say something. That should say something to you in your psyche. If they only got us doing it, what's the big purpose of it? To have you being so disgusted with the opposite sex that you try to become the opposite sex. No, You have to be fruitful and multiply. As a woman, you should never want to try to cut off your breasts, and you successfully do it, right? Next thing you know, you in the club, you ain't got no boobs or nothing. You got a chest now. And you get into it with some dudes. Oh, they gonna beat the brakes off of you. I'm talking about beat the living dogma out of you. Then you're gonna be talking about, I'm a woman. No, you got a chest, bro. You're a bro. Get beat. Like and you think if you ever come up out of that I don't want to be a lesbian no more act, but you got a chest on you and not no breasts, you think a man is gonna want to try to wipe you up after that? It's totally over for you after that. You just messed yourself up in a whole different way that you don't even know. As a woman, after you cut your breast off, you think a man is going to try to wipe you after that? Even if you come out of that state of I was confused, or I seen a light and I want to come back to the Lord. You think a man is going to want to try to wipe you after that, after you cut your breast off? After you tried to become a man fully and you cut your breast off and stuff like that? You just messed it up for yourself. You're not only in a bad way with the man, you're in a bad way with the Lord. And that's the worst thing you can be, is on the Lord's bad side. Because things begin to happen. The Lord don't have to be right in your face to show you his vengeance. Trust and believe that. It's called being finessed. We are so finessed out here. You got men trying to act like women, dressed up as women. That's finessing you out of your manhood without even assaulting you. They got you thinking that it's okay as a man to put on a wig, nails, nail paint. You know that's Satan's trick, and he tricked you. You know that's the devil's trick, and he tricked you. And who was the devil? The so-called white man. He tricked you into thinking, man, this is okay. You could be in public and wear these things. And they better like it, right? Because online, what do they like to call people? Oh, he's homophobic. He's transphobic. Like, what's wrong with being phobic? What's wrong with not liking these people? So you want to tell me I have to like these people? I have to? I'm sorry, but the Lord runs my life. And the Lord says that's not okay. Therefore, I'm going to say that's not okay. You thought I was going to deviate from the Lord and say, well, I can see how. No, there's no compromising with that. Man is man and woman is woman. And when a man dress up as a woman, they commit an abomination. When a woman dress up as a man, they commit an abomination. You think I'm going to be cool with those people? You think I'm going to be around those people? You think I'm going to try to come to a common ground and agree to disagree with those? No, I completely disagree with any and everything that you do from here on out. As a man, until you become back straight and turn to the Lord, I disagree with your lifestyle. As a woman, if you don't come back to the Lord and go back straight, I disagree with everything you do. Phobic mean I'm definitely not scared of you. Of having a phobia of something is being scared of something. I'm definitely not scared of them. I just run with the Lord people. I'm with the Lord's people. And the Lord says, that's an abomination, and your blood shall surely be upon you. So when the Lord come back, is all you people, like you men who's have breast surgeries and now you got breasts, And you women who has breast surgeries and cut off your breasts, you ain't gonna be able to say, well, I don't want it now. No, you already committed. It's already too late. The Lord gonna hit you with that sword. Shing. All up until it's time, you're gonna be like you're gonna be wondering why. Somebody had to tell you, man, you're not going down the right path. Somebody had to show you the ISUPK on the internet, and you said, man, forget them. They don't agree with my lifestyle. we not the only ones that don't agree with it. The Lord don't agree with it. I'm with whatever the Lord is with. If the Lord don't care, if the Lord is saying that that's abomination, I'm going to say that that's abomination. And we're totally not, there's nothing that you can say. That's why I said that's another system as well. The LMNOP community, that's a system. They done made it to the mainstream TV now, though. They done made it to the mainstream TV. They got everybody trying to talk down. Oh, you homophobic. You transphobic. Yes. And so what? What's that? Well, what else you got to say? Because phobia mean I'm scared of something. Man, you show me somebody I'm scared of. You crazy? You crazy? As long as the Lord is with the ISUPK, I ain't scared of no one. But I fear the Lord enough to follow the law, statutes, and commandments that he set forth. Because I don't want to go through these curses another 400, 500, 600 years. You crazy? I want to be on top, man. I want to show the Lord that, man, we can do this. We done seen the dark for too long, man. Even more with what they doing with our brothers and sisters right now. Rounding them up. I guess they deputized people in Memphis to round these Mexicans up. It's crazy, man. But Slocky, with that, this has been the ISUPK coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no Israelite group, period. This is the UPK Milwaukee under Captain Debar Moth. I am, well, Salakia, let me get that in rank order. Under Captain Debar Moth. Under him is Officer 5000 Zaquan. Under him is Officer 1000 Amungabar. Under him is Officer 1000 Lakum Yala. Under him is Officer 1000 Rapayala. Salakia. Under him is me, Officer Salakia. Under him is Officer 1000 Tabakanaz. Under him is Officer 500 me, Kananya. And under me is Officer 50 IR. We approve the same messages that the Lord approved of, man. And that's, if you love the Lord, man, follow the law, statutes, and commandments that he set forth if you want to be placed in your rightful place and rule this earth. With that being said, man, Laya Shala. Shalom, Israel. Crazy work with these niggas, man. Shit's crazy.